Hey YouTube, Husker here with Cougar Combat. I'm here to go over my Gulf War Loadout. It's in 6-color desert, as you can see. It's a little faded because of the light right now, so bear with me. First I gotta go over, basically this is the Gulf War era uniform. 6-color desert, chocolate chip, 70s era pretty much. Came out, the only other time it's really been used was when they tried to take the Iranian hostages back then. It's pretty old. They don't really use it anymore, obviously. It's dated, but I think it's a great pattern. Looks pretty funky. I like that. Well, at this time they get the PASCAD system, so I got my PASCAD helmet. It is the newer one. It's got the paratrooper pad. You see that? Also, there'll be, on the para ones, there'll be this big foam, hard foam, closed cell pad right about there. That's obviously to stop the shock getting hit in the back of the head if you drop too hard. Got a little cat's eye band on there. If you're wondering why it's not tan, that's not because I don't have a tan one, I've got a bunch. It's because at this time, everything, obviously my web gear isn't tan either. They didn't have desert boots. This is Gulf War. They have leather boots, they have tan gear, they had woodland camo mob suits, even green mob suits. I mean, it wasn't logistical problem as it was they just didn't have it. And then, alright, so I'll take that off. I've also got PASCAD vest. This at least has a cover. I mean, the helmet had a cover as well. PASCAD vest. It's got Kevlar. It's thin Kevlar at best. It's meant to stop light shell fragments. It's mainly, it was outdated as of 2000 easily with the coming of the Interceptor vest, as most of you should know. The Interceptor obviously is a big step up from this. This vest, this is a pretty new one. I got it from an ROTC instructor of mine. The 6-color desert cover is not a full cover. It is just a light little fabric oversuit. It covers these, which are the shoulder pads. Both sides. It's got a neck protector. The cover doesn't do well in the neck protector. It makes it more uncomfortable to wear. I think this might have been used in the Gulf War, as you can see by all the stains. I would expect it to have been like blackened by the smoke from the oil fires that the Iraqis had lit, but other than that, I've got web suspenders, pretty standard. Most people have these. They're just Alice suspenders, pretty basic. I've got on my belt, I have these wired backwards. The next backwards pouch, so that it's not as more comfortable, but it kind of pulls the suspenders into your body more, so they're not flopping around. I like that a lot. I have 4 total M4 M16 magazine pouches. Each one holds 3 M4 M16 magazines. There's also a slot on each side of the pouch for 2 grenades. I don't really have grenades. I have the Thunder Bees, but they don't really count. On the back, I've got 2 canteens plus a butt pack. It's in woodland camo. In the butt pack I've got a poncho. It's woodland camouflage because this is before Gore-Tex. This is before the extreme cold weather system, so they had the M65 jacket, they had poncho and poncho liner. Got a poncho liner in my backpack, and that's about it for this. Oh, I've got angle head flashlight. It's got 2 different kinds of lenses, red and blue. It also has a Fresnel lens, which is, if you've ever done theater or seen like good flashlights, they have a lens that kind of fragments little pieces. You get a wider beam. This runs on 2 D-cell batteries. It was about $3. It's a great thing. It's pretty heavy, and you could easily club someone over the head with this. It's a good flashlight in my mind. Also, I have a decon canister. I've got one of these in my gas mask pouch as well. The decon canister held 3 separate items. They were each sealed into a package. I believe these held 3 of those individual packs, and when a gas attack would happen, you'd pull out one and you'd wipe off your mask before you put it on. First of all, you'd hold your breath, wipe off your mask, put the mask on, and then at some point later you'd have the other two, and you'd wipe off your face and your hands, and then you'd don the rest of your gear once you either got to a less contaminated area or the gas subsided. You want to wipe off all the contaminants, obviously. So, also in these canteens, they got the black lid. This is in the 80s when they first came out with the drinking tube system for the M17s. The both are black lid canteens, which are kind of hard to come by these days. But, alright, so that brings us down to my base uniform, which is obviously chocolate chip camouflage. I've got an M17A1 mask, which is fitted with a drinking tube. I have, I'll just put it on. So, you may think it's weird that these lenses are green. I'll bring it closer to the camera so you can see. They're green lenses. They're meant for laser protection. They came with the mask. I thought they were pretty awesome. So, I've got laser protective lenses. They're outserts, so they cover the lens itself. And then this hood, which is pretty standard for this time, because the mopsists at the time only had a collar. It was a little bit of a raised collar. It didn't have the hood as they have today. So, this patrol rubber hood, the mask itself is made of patrol rubber. The patrol rubber hood covers the rest of your head. It has underarm straps to keep it down on your head. And then along with the mask, it's got a drinking tube right there. It connects with the canteen. It mates okay. It's not amazing. And then once you mate it, you turn this little knob right there, and the drinking tube actually moves into your mouth, which is a heavy item. I mean, it's not convenient in any way. Other things I have in this pouch are a winterization kit for the mask. It's like a little felt thing that covers the filters, or filter intakes. It's meant to protect you from getting frost accumulation in the filters. And then another item I have is this waterproof bag for if I forward streams or it starts to rain. I'm supposed to put my mask in that bag. And then on the back end I have another decon kit right in there. So I have a spare. And this is the M17A2 bag for the M17A2 mask. The M17 itself, plain, no A1, no A2, didn't have a drinking tube. Looks the same as that, no drinking tube. The M17A2 or A1 has the drinking tube, but it also has a mouth resuscitation feature, which is a hose that a medic's mask can hook up to your mask. And it basically gives the effect of giving CPR to the victim. But turns out during testing, it can it exposed both personnel to contaminants, so they got rid of it. It was about mid-80s, I think, is when I mean, the M17 mask works, it's just the resuscitation tube doesn't work. The M17A2 mask, which is what I have there, doesn't mate with the resuscitation tube, so it prevents its usage. So if a medic didn't get the memo or something and he tries to hook up the tube, it won't mate, so then they won't get exposed. And then, alright, so I also have a big Alice pack right here. It's a OD Green Alice pack, OD Green straps. It has a cover on it that is 6 Color Desert. It's just a big bungee cover that they had at the time. I'll take the cover off. So the cover's off. It's just this bungee cover. A lot of people, if you look around, you'll see it on Jeep spare tires, and just there's a lot of things in this backpack that I wanted to show you, but if you want to see the rest, write a comment saying you want to see it. But things I have in here: a spare set of filters for the M17. I've got a spare uniform, pants, and a shirt. But the most important thing I thought that was the coolest is this, which is Gulf War night camouflage. And it's a parka and a pair of pants that you put on, and it's night camo. That's exactly what it is. This is a thick parka. It replaced the M79 in theater at night, and it's very warm. I wear it around for when I go to rifle practice in the morning during the wintertime, but it's got pass-through pockets to get to other parkas. This really works. I was surprised. I used it playing manhunt and stuff as a kid, and it worked very well. So I just want to end on that. Thanks YouTube. Husker here with Cougar Combat signing off.